But before you get to enjoy that dessert, I'm afraid you have to listen to a few words from me and one of our scholars. So firstly, welcome everybody to Hertford College. My name is Wooldridge. I'm the chair of the China-Oxford Scholarship Fund Oxford panel. I think I must have been on the interview panel for some of you, but you'll excuse me if I don't remember who. There were quite a lot of students. So these are wonderful occasions. We really enjoy these occasions. Obviously, during the pandemic, we didn't get to have these occasions. But last year, we were able to come together with a group of scholars and to meet here and enjoy a wonderful dinner. And it was quite emotional, actually, because we'd all been through a very difficult 2 years where we didn't know how things were going to turn out. Lots of us were frightened for ourselves, frightened for our family, frightened for our grandparents and so on. And so last year was a really celebratory event. It was a wonderful event. And of course we were looking forward to the same celebration this year. And while it is wonderful, of course, to see you all and to see you all back in this room enjoying the finest that Hertford has to offer, things have changed. Things have changed in the world. The world is, even though we were coming out of the pandemic last year, the world was somehow a happier place than it is this year. And those of us from Europe have seen the spectre of war in Europe re-emerge, something that we thought we would never see again after the horrors of the Second World War. And we've seen colleagues, there are fellows in this department from Ukraine who've been directly affected by this. And it's affected huge numbers of people. The world somehow seems a much more precarious and difficult place than it did, even just as we were coming out of the pandemic a year ago. So what has this got to do with you? Well, you are students at Oxford University. And what does Oxford University do? What is the unique role that Oxford University has in the world? The unique role it has is this. We take the smartest students from wherever they come from, the very best students we can find, and we turn them into leaders. And they go on to be leaders of government, leaders of literature, leaders of the arts, leaders of science, and of course, leaders of government. Of course, our UK experience tells us it may not be the best. Anyway, but we turn out leaders. That's our role. That's what Oxford University does. And that's what you are all going to do. You are all exceptionally talented. To win a place at Oxford University, just to get a place here, is something remarkable. And you will, each of you, take those talents with you, and you will go on to be leaders. And it doesn't matter if you get to be a leader in government, or you get to run some incredibly rich company here or back in China, or whether you go to be a school teacher in a remote district. The point is, you will be leaders. You will be exceptional at what you do. And all that Oxford asks of you, and it doesn't ask much, is just that you do the best that you can with this. To go and be leaders and to lead and to create a world which is as good for your children, for your family, for your descendants, as the world that you've had the benefit of growing up in. We've all grown up in extraordinarily privileged times over the past few decades. The world isn't a perfect place, but for most of us, it's been a peaceful world and a broadly a happy world. A world where we can expect things to be better next year than they were last year. And somehow, that's in question. So take that back with you. Take that back with you. Let's make the world as good a place for your children, for your descendants, as the world that we've enjoyed living in and the benefits that we've enjoyed over the past few decades. That's, I think, all I have to say. But it is really wonderful to see you all. It's wonderful to see the scholars. It's wonderful to see the supervisors. It's wonderful to see the friends of China-Oxford Scholarship Fund who play such an important role in establishing and running this wonderful charity. I am done, but we now have a few words from Stephen. Stephen, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Chichi here. Many thanks for Dr. Wooldridge, Dr. Rivero, and Dr. Freeman, and Dr. Lantau, Ian, and Tom, and Susan tonight for having us here at Hertford. And it's a privilege to receive the COSF scholarships have their companies listed in the like the stock exchange of Hong Kong. Some of them went to Google as senior data scientists at Shenzhen. Some of them went to some extremely successful hedge fund as James. He's here tonight as well. And some stay in academia and become professors in China and other places. We also, everyone here and most of our scholarship all have a brilliant future. And now we have established the COSF, the Alumni Association, and we have a platform to connect everyone together. And I have a Chinese verb to share with all our scholarships, and in Chinese it is 志存高远，脚踏实地，胸怀祖国，放眼世界。In English, it's good to study. Don't forget COSF and don't forget your grades at Oxford. And thank you everyone.